So we're starting on our back in just a supportive manner, right? Whether you have pillows that are holding up your upper back, or maybe you have a block that's holding up your upper back. This little movement where you lie on your back and you open your heart helps us create space through the front line of the body. Nothing should hurt, but you're going to have sensation. You're going to feel maybe a little weird at times because your body's not used to making these little shapes. And then your elbows opening wide also help the shoulder region. And the shoulder actually is very responsible for encouraging poor posture. So open the elbows, create space. And then we seal the lips and we try to breathe exclusively through the nose, right? And the next hour is about tapping into being here and present, noticing every movement of your body. Everything is calculated in a way to invite you to kind of be here. So please press the pause button so the rest of the day is on pause. Your to-do list is off to the side for the next few moments with me. Let's take 3 more breaths from where you are. Remember, as I guide you in class, you might have to rearrange things a little bit. So your bolster can be higher, it can be lower, your arms can be wider, they can be narrower. Yeah. So now, if it feels okay, rotate your knees to the right, rotate your torso to the right, reach your left elbow up towards the ceiling. Good. Keep holding your head with your bottom hand, and then just send your other hand over your head. Stretch it long, circle the wrist, move the fingers, maybe even snap the fingers. We're creating space through the intercostal muscles, which are highly also responsible for the tightness that happens in the torso and shoulders. And then come back to center, and then we'll do the other side. So we just shift the knees to the other side, pointing your right elbow up, and then letting go of the top arm so that you reach it over your head and maybe circle out the wrist and move the fingers on this side. Your shapes are going to look slightly different than my shapes and your neighbor's shapes because we're all different. Good. Now use your hands. You're right there. Take your bolster out of the way and then come onto a flat back, hugging the knees wide, pulling the knees in and apart. This little action of moving the knees wakes up the hips, and the hips are also responsible for your posture, right? Tight hips, tight shoulders, tight torso. And then, of course, tight torso means poor posture, which ends up becoming a back pain issue, etc. Go ahead and reverse the circles of the knees. Good. The next time your knees come together, keep them close, circle the ankles, wiggle the toes. And then reverse the circles. Okay, grab the back of the knees, pull them in. This gives you a little back support. And then just start to extend and bend the knees a few times. I don't think so. Good. The older I get, the more finicky I get. Yeah, so now the next time your knees extend, make little cups with your hands. Let's tap the back of the thigh, the back of the lower leg, the front of the thigh, the inside of the thigh. Yeah, hug the right knee in, float the left leg long. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just a little gentle twist. Come back to center, inhale. Switch as you exhale. Inhale, hug the left knee in. Exhale, twist. And then come back to center. Hug the knee in as you inhale. Switch and hug on the exhale. Do that a few times just to kind of get the hips to warm up. 6 more little switches. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, both knees in. Now let's rock and roll up and back. We're going to tap into the core region today. We're going to strengthen the core throughout the practice, but we're also going to wake up and mobilize the core by way of the hips, by way of the shoulders, right? Yeah, the next time you rock forward, let's meet in tabletop. So you all have blocks nearby. Keep them near. Bring your hands under your shoulders for now, middle fingers pointing forward. And then bring your knees under your hips with your heels pointed up. We're going to go ahead and round the back like a cat and look towards the navel. Now untuck your toes, drop the belly, breathe in. Round the back, breathe out. 3 more like that. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. For this next one, inhale, cow. Exhale, neutral. So tuck the toes. Now you're neutral. Shift the feet to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Feel the stretch to the sideline. And then let's go to the other side. Look over the left shoulder. Let's go again to the right. But this time, when we shift the feet to the left, keep your left foot there. Walk your left hand slightly ahead. Come into a nice little modified side plank. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, right arm threads under the left. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, stretch. Now on the exhale, if you're okay with it, lift the right leg. And then lower the leg and lift the leg, waking up that outer hip. Lower the leg and lift the leg. 2 more times. Lower the leg, lift. Last one. Lower the leg, hold on the lift, heel to glute, hand towards the foot. Try to get that heel really close to the glute so you stretch the quad. And then we look towards the top right corner of the mat. Breathe in, step that right foot all the way forward. Grab your blocks. There should be kind of close. And then I'm going to keep my left knee down. I'm going to keep my left toes tucked. As I breathe in, hips forward. As I breathe out, hips back. Again, breathe in, hips forward. Breathe out, hips back. Breathe in, hips forward. Now, when we breathe out, stay back with your hips back. Feel the stretch in the back of that right leg. When we were on our back, we did the tapping. Same idea. We're just now letting gravity help us stretch it. If you sit a lot, this is a great stretch. It really does become a lot of back pain happens because these back muscles of the legs are tight. Okay, rock forward, breathe in, pick up the back knee, keep your belly in, walk your right foot to the right, and then give yourself a twist. Nice and simple. Right hand down, inhale. We're going to use our blocks for our first down dog. So hands over blocks, blocks about shoulder distance apart. And you just do your best to pike up the hips in what we call a down dog. Walk it out, alternating one knee bends and then the other. Now, bring your big toes together. See if it feels okay for you to take the same right leg we've been doing, and then lift it. And then at the top, open the hip. Good. Right leg comes back on the inhale. Bring your knees to the floor. Move your blocks, but keep them handy. Kickstand the feet to the left. Keep your right foot where it is. Guess where we are? We're doing that modified side reach to the other side. Left arm up, inhale, thread, left arm under right, exhale. 3 more like that. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Okay, on the next one, reach up on the inhale. Now I'm going to encourage you to keep your ribs in. So just engage your core to protect your back. Lift the left leg up and lower. Lift and lower. If you look at the toes, they're actually facing the side of the room, not the ceiling, because we want the outer hip to do all the work. Lower. Lift the leg up. Heel to glute, hand to foot. Look towards the top left corner of the mat. Breathe in. Do your best to step that foot right there. Grab your blocks. Organize your hips. They're pretty squared. Shift back as you breathe out. Shift forward. Breathe in. Shift back. Breathe out. Shift forward. Breathe in. Shift back. Breathe out. Stay back there. Remember, you're creating little stretch to the back of the leg. If it feels tight, it's normal, but keep your core engaged. My ribs are in. Come forward when you're ready. Inhale, lunge twist. So walk your left foot a little bit off to the left and twist. Left hand down. Inhale, step forward. Exhale. Separate the feet so they're about hip distance apart. Hang your arms, ground your feet, roll all the way up, one vertebra at a time. We root and reach all the way up. Breathe in. Cactus the arms. Breathe out. Let's flow. Reach up on the inhale. Prayer fold. Exhale. Step the right leg back. Breathe in. Step the left leg back. Down dog. Breathe out. Now you're doing down dog. No blocks. Walk it out. Big toes together. Left leg lifts. Can you open that top hip? And then bring the leg down. We look towards the fingers. We're going to take the shoulders and bring them over the wrists, slightly forward of them. Inhale. Lower the knees, look forward, carry the chest to the floor. Exhale. Slide into cobra. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Big toes together. Right leg lifts and opens on an inhale. Knee to nose. Step the right foot outside of the right hand. Take the back foot on a diagonal. Come up. Warrior two. 3 warrior palms. Here we go. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your warrior two. Let's roll the shoulders up and back. Yeah, keep the hips nice and low. Left hand to the hip. Right arm reaches up and then back. Good. Take your forearm to the thigh and just take a little reach towards the front of the house. Left arm. Ribs are in. Feel the stretch. Yeah. And then look down as you breathe in. Left hand down, left heel up. Twist as you breathe out. Right hand down, breathe in. Press it back. It's down dog. Breathe out. Plank pose. Breathe in. Lower the knees if you'd like. Carry it down as you breathe out. Your cobra. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Side B. Big toes together. Left leg lifts and opens on an inhale. Knee to nose. Step the left foot outside of the left hand. Anchor the right foot. Feel that hip opening. Warrior two. 3 warrior pumps. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Roll the shoulders up and back. The ribs stay in. Right hand to the hip, left arm up and back. Inhale, and as you exhale, forearm to the thigh. Just a nice reach, right arm over the head. We breathe in, let's look down. Breathe out, right hand down, right heel up. Twist it. Left hand down, inhale. Press into down dog, exhale. Plank pose, your shoulders move past the shoulders. Lower the knees if you need to. Lower, exhale. Cobra pose, inhale. 5 breaths, either down in child's pose, in down dog, or start practicing your little handstand hops, right? So whenever I give you time for yourself, you can see what feels right for your body today, right? So you might feel like I need to rest a little today. If you feel like you want to start your handstand hops, I want you to take your right leg and lift it and leave it strong. Your shoulders are going to come forward of the wrist, and the power is coming from the left leg. Now you can do a baby hop, right? Like this, baby. Or you can be like, okay, I'm going to try to get my baby hop to be taller. Okay. 2 more breaths, whether you're in child's pose, down dog, or messing around and playing around. Yeah. It's like giving your body permission to tune into what it needs. Okay, we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we meet in down dog. Take your heels high, look towards your hands, take a walk, or if you're ready, a hop to the front of the mat. Yes, root to reach all the way up. Inhale. If you were practicing handstands, pump your hands a couple times, circle out the wrist. All right, round 2. Reach up, breathe in. Prayer fold, breathe out. Plant your little hands, lift your heels, breathe in, step back into plank, or hop into plank. Hold it there. Now, last time when we were doing our warm up, I had you drop your left knee and do a modified side plank. You can do that again, or roll to the outer edge of the left foot with the knee up, right arm up. Either way, you're doing your version of side plank. Maybe the right leg lifts, just like we did the first time, and lowers. And then it lifts and lowers. One more time. Lifts and lowers. Look down, inhale. Hands to the floor, lower to the belly. Exhale. Cobra pose, inhale. Down dog pose, exhale. Big toes together. It's the right leg first. It comes up and opens on an inhale. Bring your knee to nose, just like we did the first time, but then bring it back up on the inhale. Now we're going to bring the knee to the left elbow. Drop the knee to the floor or go right into fallen triangle. So if the knee is down, just bring the knee down and the left arm up. If you're able to slide the leg, then slide and bring the arm up. Come right back into a 3-limbed down dog. There's your inhale. Now knee to nose and step the foot right in between your hands. Good. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Bring your hands to your hips. Come on. Good. So now we're actually encouraging the legs to do most of the work on this one. Back knee is straight, back heel is up, front knee bends to as much or as little as you want. And then if you're up for it, reach the arms up. Breathe while you're here for 3. We're creating a nice hip stretch. We're creating a nice leg strengthening. One more inhale. Step into chair pose. So the back foot comes next to the front foot. Your hips are low. Your arms are back. Good. Let's interlace your hands behind you. And then kiss your palms together, collarbones forward, chest up. Good. I'm going to challenge you just because I can. You don't have to do everything. So we're here. We're going to look down to help us with balance. And then I'm going to invite you to maybe bring the right heel up. See how that feels. Maybe bring the right foot up. So it's almost like you're doing a little flamingo pose. You're in one leg chair. Great strength builder for that left knee. Breathe in, step the right leg back carefully. Warrior 2. Can we do one pump together? Inhale, stretch. Exhale, warrior 2. Just like we did last time, roll the shoulders up and back. Right hand down, left arm up and back. Breathe in. Side angle, just like we did the first round. Start easy, forearm to thigh, right arm over the head. One option. Forearm down lower, still right arm over the edge. Second option. Top arm over your back, bottom arm under your leg. Third option. One is not better than the other. They're just all different. If you're binding your hands, shine your heart towards the door that we walked in instead of towards the floor. Yeah, take a look down as you breathe in. Your block is probably handy. So grab your block and stand up, breathe out. Turn your feet to the back of the house, triangle pose. Glide right as you inhale. Block on the leg, on behind the foot, whatever one works for you, left arm over your head. And then again, feel the stretch. So your elbows are straight, your knees are straight. Gaze down, breathe in, move the block, but leave it handy, but move it off the mat, breathe out. Use your core to come all the way up as you breathe in. Cartwheel the hands. It's down dog on your breath out. Rinse it off. Blink. Breathe in. Carry it down. Breathe out. Stretch the front line as you breathe in. Time for you, right? So again, settle back in child's pose. Grab water. Settle back in down dog, or revisit your little handstand hops. They're just there for you if you want them. If you're doing those again, I would recommend sending the other leg up so that now the left leg is strong and the right leg is doing the little push. Wherever you are, 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. And then wherever we are, inhale. Let's meet in down dog on the exhale. Ready for that second round, yeah? So big toes together. It's the left leg this time that comes up on your inhale. Feel the stretch. Open the hip. Knee to nose. Exhale. Pull it up again. Inhale. Left knee to the right elbow. Now, remember, knee to the floor, one option, support. If you don't want to do knee to the floor, slide right into fallen triangle. And then in fallen triangle, let your palm pivot. Let your legs press so that you lift up higher. Right hand down as you breathe in. Let's meet in down dog with the leg up. And then step the left foot in between those two thumbs. Okay, so send your arms back. Lift your torso, sweep up. Same idea. It's a nice little stretch through the front line. And then there's power in the legs. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Inhale on 1. Step right into chair. Feet together. Send your arms back. Right? So proud chest, arms back. Let's interlace your hands again so you can get a nice stretch. Now, I invite you to bring the left heel up. Keep your ribs in, right? So if you look at my back, I could be like this, sassy, right? Or I could pull my ribs in, and that's where I'm protected and strong. I'm here, or maybe I'm here. Good. Keep that posterior tilt to your pelvis. So no sassy back. Step back. Warrior 2. Ready? 1 pump. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Same status. So reach your right arm up and back. Breathe in. Forearm to the thigh, left arm over the head. Breathe out. Option 1. Forearm lower. Option 2. Bind your hands as your option 3. If you're binding, sternum points towards the side wall. One more inhale. As I exhale, I release. I stand. My block is waiting for me in the back. So turn the feet to the back. Grab your block. Triangle pose. Glide left as you inhale. Left hand down, right arm up. Ribs in, extended arms, grounded feet, but extended toes. Look down as you inhale. Move the block. Stand all the way up. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands to frame the front foot. Step into your down dog. Plank pose. Inhale. Carry it down. Exhale. Cobra over up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. We're going to bring the feet to the hands. So I want you to either walk your feet to the hands, or if you want to hop, bring your down dog into a Frenchie size, a little smaller size. Bend the knees, look forward, float your feet to your hands. Root to rise, inhale. Hands into cactus arms, exhale. All right, last round of our standing flow. I'm going to give you options. So reach as you inhale. Prayer fold, exhale. Plant your hands, lift your heels, inhale, step or hop. Hold plank. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot or lower that right knee. Send your left arm up regardless. And now left leg lifts and lowers. Left leg lifts and lowers. One more, left leg lifts and lowers. Regular plank, inhale. Carry it down, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. This time, the left leg is coming into the party first, so big toes together. Left leg lifts and opens on an inhale. Shoulders over the wrists, exhale, hold it. Option one, lower the right knee for support. Option two, keep it up. Either way, top foot behind you. Reach, reach, reach. It looks like fallen triangle, but we call this rock star. Yeah, step the left foot to the top left corner of the mat. Come up into crescent. So I told you I would give you options. Send your crescent arms into wings. And we're gonna overthink it. We're gonna come into airplane. So chest forward, inhale, come off the back leg, balance. Now pulse the top leg and lower. Pulse, lower, pulse, lower. One more hold, pulse. Stay or grab a hold of that foot. It's up to you. So if you've got the foot or the ankle, you're welcome to start with one. You're welcome to add both. And if you're like, no way, Yanet, I'm not grabbing it, you just reach like this. And then we stand all the way up. Inhale. Warrior two, facing the left. Almost there. Take your warrior two, reverse it back as you inhale. And then as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Look at your left foot, bring your left heel in. Shift your weight for that side lunge. It involves your hip, your inner thigh, the back of the leg, and your arms are reaching towards the person in front of you. Good. Look over your left shoulder. We're all going to face the back of the house. Inhale, twist while you're here. Exhale. Left hand down, inhale. Lower into a nice lizard. So walk your left foot to the left. Get lazy with your right knee on the floor if you want, and untuck your right foot. And then you have a block somewhere back here because we used it for triangle. So you're welcome to use your block under your forearms to stretch. Great little stretch for the hips. Now, if you'd like, I'm going to give you, again, options. They're options. You don't have to take them all. One option is pivot your left foot a little bit more to the left and go to the blade of the foot. You're going to feel the stretch on your left outer hip. Another option is get off the block and come lower to the ground. But then, I'm going to give you a challenge option. So this is more of restorative options. If you want to challenge and fly this pose, you can fly it by bringing your hands like you're going to do plank, right? Then you're going to bring your back knee up. And a nice little addition is take that block and bring it to the thigh, not the knee, the thigh behind you. So now you've got plank arms. My thigh is lifted with the block. So I can fly my back leg, my back foot off the mat. And then my plank arms hug in and I can hover. So it's like you're flying, but you're actually lifted, super active in your back, right? With the help of the block. After you do that, if you're like, ooh, Yanet, I want to try it without the block, then you move the block, you encourage, and you fly. Okay? Yes. Yes. Super active legs. All right. Come into lizard, and then we all come out of lizard. Stand facing Ganesh, reaching the arms up as we breathe in. Bend the knees, grab your elbows, hang like a little rag doll. Breathe out. This is called a decompression stretch. You're decompressing your spine. If you want to add a headstand instead, be my guest. Three more breaths, whether you're hanging or you're flying your legs. All right, one more breath in wherever you are. Let's meet hands under shoulders, feet on the mat as we breathe out. Good. Root to rise all the way up. Turn your feet to the front of the house. For those of you that have a strap, I left mine in the back. Grab your strap behind you. All right. So just imagine your strap is reached back. We want to reach the strap and open the chest. Towel strap. If you don't have a strap with you, you can always use your fingers. But the strap it's going to encourage you to open a little more. And then we're going to do a little hinge. It's a nice pyramid hinge. You don't have to come down lower than your body doesn't want to come down. So just see where you're at. Good. Take a deep breath in, root to rise. If you have your strap, hand it down. Step back. It's down dog. Find your plank from where you are. Inhale. Carry it down. Exhale. Cobra pose. Inhale. Down dog pose. Exhale. It's simple. You're just going to step the right foot forward. You're going to reach your arms up. You're in crescent on the second side. You're going to take your arms and bring them back. Don't overthink it. See if you can step off the back leg and balance. And then now squeeze the glute and lift the back leg and lower. Lift and lower. Engage the glute. Lift and lower. One more time. Lift and feet together. Send your arms up. Inhale. Warrior two. Reverse this as you inhale. Now we look at the back foot. The heel is in, and we do that little side lunge. Reach your arms forward. I could be really high like this, or I could be really low like this. Just see where you're at. Good. Let's look over the right shoulder. Breathe in. It's a lunge twist facing the back. Right hand down. Breathe in. Take that lazy lizard. So relax. Bring a forearm over a block. Take your right foot, pivot it to the right, and just hang out. Left knee to the floor. Untuck your little toes. Let your body feel good. Okay, option to relax the outer edge of the foot and open the knee a little more. Option to go a little deeper into the strength aspect of it. That might mean instead of having a restful lizard, you'd convert it into an active lizard. The block goes where the thigh is, the hands are in plank, elbows point back, maybe extending one leg and then the other. Still modified because you've got the block under your thigh. So you kind of get a feel of what it feels like. And again, if your shoulders have issues, don't go any further than this. But if you're like, ooh, I want to try it and I don't have any ailments and I'm going to try it, then organize and make the shape without the block. It's active. It's active in the hips and the back and the arms. Yes, straighten the knees as much as you can. Straighten your knees. So watch my arms. I'm in plank. My hands come in. I'm hugging. I'm anchoring. So you play with it as much as you want. And when you're ready, guess what you get to do? Take yourself to a wide-legged switch back. So just right and left. Yeah. And then come to the top in the middle, stand all the way up, grab your strap, turn everything to the front of the house with your little strap, collarbones open, shoulders depressed. We inhale. And then on the exhale, do our best to hinge. And then we remember that our sides are different, right? Somewhere in our back, sometimes something hurts. So we don't want to work through pain. We want to investigate what's happening and then work around it. All right, from wherever you are, if you have the strap, drop it. We're all going to bring the little right knee behind the left heel. And then we're going to sit back. We're going to take that left leg, hug it in so that it's almost like we're giving the leg a nice hug. This is going to release our glute. The right inner elbow and the left knee come close together. And then the more you pull that leg in, the more you're going to release that glute and that hip. So just breathe through it. You can stay like this. Think of a proud chest, right? Of course, you can always add a twist, but what I want you to do is investigate what feels right for your body. Because we have people that have tightness in the hips, others that have tightness in the shoulders. Always encouraging your back to be straight. Even though your spine is twisty, it's long, it's stretched. Yeah. Okay, look forward. That same leg that's up is going to stack in on top of the other leg. We call this double pigeon. Double pigeon and gravity are pretty good friends because when you start double pigeon and gravity sets in, it starts to kind of surrender it. So, option to stay just like this, option to bring your hands by your side. And then as your body gives you the thumbs up, you have the option to lean into the fold. The more you lean into the fold, the more the piriformis and the outer hips talk to you. Did I hear a, oh? I heard somebody, oh. Good. So just let it be. No need to change it, right? You're not going to change the world with one pose one day, but let's become aware. So right now, if you're okay with it, wiggle the toes. And then you're either going to stay where you are, or then I want you to, again, to explore. So I'm going to explore for my body. I'm going to walk my hands to the right because I want to see what happens with my left hip. We're not statues. So as you walk, you get to experiment and you get to see and you get to move a little less or a little more. Now I'm going to come back to center and then I'm going to try it to the other side. I'm going to walk my hands towards the left and I'm going to see what happens to the right side of my body. I'm leaning into the fold as I do it. Good. Come all the way up. Just separate the legs and widen them for me, just for like 20 seconds. You fold or you stay upright. Upright your torso, take your right leg, cross it over your left, and hug the leg in. So now we're here, and the inner elbow connects. And then remember, the more you pull, the more you feel. You get to rotate a little bit or a lot. Just see where you're at. And then untwist, double pigeon on this side. Upright your little torso and stay. And then if your body gives you the thumbs up, you can lean into the fold. And then I'm going to walk my hands to my left and see how that feels for my body. And then I'm going to walk my hands to the right and see how that feels for my body. Good. And then we get to lower down. Before final relaxation, let's come into a flat back with the legs and arms up. This little, some people call it the dead bug pose movement. It actually is a great way to strengthen the entire core segment without involving your shoulders. This is all core. So I want you to feel like your back is anchored. That might mean your shoulders have to slightly float off the mat for your ribs to be anchored for your back. Arms up, legs up. And then the left leg lowers as the right arm lowers. And then you do the full range of motion to the other side. So the thumb touches behind your head while the pinky touches by the side of your leg. And then we move slow. If you can keep your knees straight, it makes it a little more challenging. If you bend the knees a little bit, it makes it a little less challenging. Let's do 8 more little switches. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out. Hug the knees in, pull the knees in and apart. Yeah, and then you all have little bolsters. So I actually recommend we started the class with a bolster under the shoulders. I recommend you put the bolster under the knees and you drape your knees over your bolsters or blocks, arms by your side. Close your eyes. As you start to rest, you're going to feel a little tingling going on in your whole body. You're encouraging for your body to find a moment to completely relax. In the next few moments, while you're resting, I'm going to come around with a little aromatherapy oil. If you don't want me to share oil with you, make sure your hand is over your belly. But if you do want me to share oil with you, keep your hands by your side. I'm sharing a little patchouli today. Did it? Yes, there is. Patchouli oil is wonderful, but it does get a little sticky in my bottle sometimes. So You see me tapping your hand, that's why. You can place the oil in the back of the neck. Mhm. Let's take a moment once you get settled to connect to something that comes to mind that you feel a sense of gratitude for. It was on your belly, so it was like, which is great. You were feeling. So dive in, tune into how you feel right now. Tune into something that brings you a sense of gratitude, a friend, an experience, a moment, a place. And then in your mind, say the phrase, I am grateful for. And fill in the blank. And now, from where you are, we're going to close our practice by bringing both hands pressing against each other, close to your little heart space. And now let's connect to what we want to invite into the day. So take these next few seconds to find a positive quality you want to invite in today. Usually, what comes to mind first is probably what your body needs and your mind needs the most. Hope, peace, balance. Now take your next breath in, invite in whatever you want as part of your day. And then take your breath out and take a moment to let go of anything that no longer serves you today. Namaste. Before I close our home practice, I'm gonna read little card that I got today on my mat. My card says, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. In other words, trust the universe and all is okay. Namaste. Thanks for joining me.